as I do these mama's tamales, which comes from my mom's recipe all the way back to many moons ago. I would say my great grandmother, Nina Simona Salvadora, and Mama Simona was my grandmother's name, and which was carried on, and so this has been like a traditional thing. So we're gonna make some tamales, and I hope you enjoy them, and I'm gonna have fun making them for you. I love you all. It's not hard work. It's just you have to have fun doing it. So here we go. Follow me, okay? First, you're gonna make some pork. I have pork here, but you could do beef, you could do chicken, jalapeno cheese. I'm gonna do a little bit of both. And this has already been stewed up. Here's a broth. You want to keep the broth. So I got it heated up here. We're going to lower the heat. Come in here, wash our hands, and just start shredding. It's okay to leave a little bit fat in there because that's what makes them nice. And you don't eat these all too often, so once a year is okay. You do your crunches and your sit-ups afterwards. Gosh, I want to have some music. I just cook better with music, you know? I'm going to start putting some broth in here. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Now I use all kinds of peppers. Sometimes I use fresh, grounded. Use your favorite peppers. Some of these have come from, Mexico, and some I found here. If I can get them all over the world, I will. And I have some peppers that I grounded up on the liquidator. And that's comino. So you put a little bit of comino in there. You have to put the comino in there because it gives it some kind of, I don't know, flavor that's really tasty. And then you put your favorite flavor. They have all kinds of flavoring. I'm going to put, I know it sounds weird, chicken with pork. Put that in there. I don't use a lot of salt because the flavoring already has a lot of salt. So, instead of tomato sauce, guess what I use? I use tomato paste. Garlic. Pour some garlic in there. You can use whole garlics, but you want to make this fast. And we're going to let that simmer for a while. Bésame mucho. Oh, yeah. Okay. While that's simmering, I'm going to come over here and clean some husks. Soak them. You can soak them overnight. I would. Make sure you thoroughly rinse them out. It's okay to put a little bit of soap. You want to make sure they're really, really clean. Do a few. Okay. Use a pot to drain them. Now that's still cooking over here. Now I'm going to come over here. Let's count. This is a nice batch. This will make you about 6 dozen. This is masa harina. It's ground cornmeal, and there's different kinds. You can get some for tamales. I use the one that's for specifically for tortillas because it's finer and it makes it softer. So that's my other secret. Why are your tamales so soft? Because I used a finer masa. Put this over here. That's right, 3 starters, 3 big spoons. You're gonna put it on low. Okay. Yeah, that's good. You see how thick that is? There's a little thickness to that. Aha! Baking soda. Oh, let's see, a little dab will do. I'd say about a teaspoon and a half. And then I'm going to get some baking powder. What is that, a teaspoon? Yeah. You might want just a little bit more. There. Okay. What we can do is we could drain after this is kind of simmered. I'd say about what? It was about 10-15 minutes. I get the juices from the picadillo. Start pouring your juices in there. Might want to stop that for a sec. And I'm going to put some of this in there. Yeah, where's my thing? My little ladle. Ew, look at that. It's nothing but... And you know what? This makes great enchilada sauce. So you can make a batch of this and freeze it up. And just pull it out whenever you have company. Okay. There we go. Yay! Yay! Your kids can help you do this. So you see how soft that is? So you just add a little bit more flour on there. And it'll thicken it up. So I put a little bit on the side. Yeah, it'll thicken it up a little bit. And I'm going to put some flavoring in it. In the masa. There we go. That should be good. Make sure it's good. That's hot. But it's so flavorful because of the little flavors. They kind of go inside and they commingle and they just have this little party, and then you're tasting it and you can taste it all in your mouth, and it's like, wow! Oh, and then when you bite into it, wait till you try the tamale. Oh my God, it's going to be so good. You see that? Had that liquidated. Okay. And we're going to pour some in there. I'll lower it. Like Mama Simone used to say, estos tamales van a ser tan sabrosos. Ay, como mira, es la masa. Qué bueno la masa es. Ay, qué sabroso. Oh, I miss my grandma so much. It's not sticking. You see how it's coming from the walls of the... It's not sticking between the wall of the bowl and the masa itself. Okay? You see how that's not sticking? Wow, that's beautiful. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Now, this is how my grandma used to test, or my mom. She tested. So when it sticks, when it doesn't stick to the back of your hand, see? Yeah, I know. But that's what makes the masa good.